Hello and welcome to another Cookalong. I can't believe that I only do one a month and it feels like I'm here all the time, which is exciting because I love doing it, but it's super quick, being super quick tonight. So, to get here tonight anyway. So we are going to be doing our live. I just realised though that my camera, my microphone's not plugged in at the other end. So let me just quickly plug that in, just to make sure you can all hear me properly. And I think it's turned on already. It's a lot. Okay, we're on. Hopefully you can hear me now. We've got good sound. Okay, so welcome to another Cookalong and very excited to be here with you again. This one is going to be probably one of my quickest yet, and I'm really excited because it is super tasty. You will absolutely love it, I hope. And it's a really, really good recipe, especially if you're in Sydney, because it is raining and cold and horrible again here. So you wouldn't believe we're in spring. I'm sure up north you're all having lovely weather and who knows, but we're not. So anyway, not to worry, this is a perfect recipe for us tonight. And you might also notice I have a little friend next to me tonight. So I don't know whether you've all heard about this one yet, but this is our brand new gelato expert. And I thought that I would give you a little teaser of our gelato expert. So we'll go on to that a little bit later. It's just quietly churning away. I don't know whether you can hear that, probably not because it's super quiet. And it's churning away, making a chocolate ice cream gelato that I'm going to add some Oreos to, that I'm super excited about even though it's cold outside. So we'll get into that and I want to show you because it is really, really, really exciting to have this now launched, and I'll tell you where you can get it very soon. So we'll give everyone a little chance to get on. Sarah is there with your comments tonight, so if you have questions, please feel free to ask away. Sarah will answer those questions for you. Let us know where you're cooking from tonight. Let us know if you're cooking along with us. Let us know if you've tried any of the ones that we've done recently as well. So a couple of weeks ago, Sarah did a vegan mushroom spaghetti bolognese. So if you've had a chance to try that, let us know what you think. And we'll get ready in just a moment. So I'll just check. In the instructions, we did say with your chicken to actually marinate it in the ginger and the Kicap Manis, just 2 tablespoons of the Kicap Manis. Also to have your rice noodles soaking. So mine are soaking away. So I've just got them here. So I've just got some thick rice noodles. So make sure your rice noodles are soaking so that they're ready to go into our dish, because it is a super quick dish and we are going to get it done really quickly. And I think now is time to go. So let's start. I'm just going to pop in a little bit of olive oil into the bottom of my stainless steel bowl. Okay, now I've got it set to stir fry, and we're going to stir fry to heat that oil, and I'm just going to do that for a minute. So let me just pop on my lid. Let me just have a look there. We'll turn her on. She's on there for a minute. She's on stir fry, and should be 120 degrees, 140 degrees, sorry. Stir fry. So that's going to stir intermittently when it wants to, and we're just going to give that 1 minute to heat up. So I do have my chicken marinating, as I said, in the ginger. It's been marinating for about half an hour or so that I can get that ready to pop in and start stir frying. So as well as that, what else do we have? We've got our leek sliced nice and thinly. I've also got my mushrooms sliced nice and thinly, and my snow peas sliced nice and thinly as well. I'm sure there's other things you could put in here if you wanted to, so you know you can opt out of things. You know what you like and what you don't like. I wonder what that noise was, and it's just my oil starting to fizz. So we should be there in about 15 seconds, ready to go to add our chicken. So we've also I've got some fresh mint and coriander to dress it at the end, and I've of course got my egg noodles ready to go as well. So now we've got that nice and hot, we will stop that, and then I'm actually going to up my time back up to 4 minutes. And when I've got that 4 minutes on, ready to go, I'm popping my chicken in. Oh, I love hearing that sound. And that is the sizzle. We know our pan's nice and hot. I'm going to leave it at 140 degrees. I'm going to leave it on stir fry and I'm going to let that chicken cook. Now what I'm going to do is let that chicken cook, and then I'm going to remove it because I don't want to overcook the chicken. So that 4 minutes really on stir fry is enough to really get it going. And then we're going to sit it aside for a moment and get our snow peas and our soup on, which is nice and quick as well. So ice cream in there is looking fabulous. So I'm just going to check to see how my rice noodles are going, and just do them to your packet, to your instructions on your packet. So I'm just going to drain those, so just give me a moment. And I've managed to do that without tipping any of them down the sink, which is always a bonus. So we'll let that go, but you can see that already, that beautiful steam. That's why we love the stir fry mode, because it really gets hot, really gets there nice and quick. Gives everything a really good stir as well. So there's about 400 grams of chicken breast that I've cut into strips in there as well. So a little bit about the gelato. So I am really excited to be able to show this tonight. I actually do have an ice cream going, and I would actually like you to come in and have a little look at how my ice cream is looking. So this has been on for about 10 minutes, and you can see already how it's forming into that beautiful dish there as well. So you can see, and we're going to let that keep going. Okay, beautiful. So we'll let that keep frying away, and we're going to get this chicken going and ready to... Okay, so with this one here, so the Gelato Machine. Gelato Machine is one of the only automatic ice cream machines on the market, so it really is automatic. There's actually really nothing to compare our Gelato Machine to. It really is in a league of its own. So for those that know and have been watching and waiting for its release, you've probably done a whole lot of research. There's over 1,000 reviews overseas. We're at 4.7 star rating, which I think is amazing. It is made in Italy, and I think that's one of the things that sets us above any other machine out there. So made in Italy, manufactured and designed in France. So in Italy, it is still a beautiful family-owned business that looks after it and is making these as well, which is really great and something that we really love, because as you know, for those that are loving of Magimix, we are also a family-owned business, which is really exciting. It does make gelato, it does ice creams, and it does sorbets and granitas, which are amazing. I've had the absolute privilege of testing this for the last couple of months, which has been really exciting, and everybody's really enjoying it. And the opportunities of what to do in here are absolutely endless, so it's super exciting. At this stage, the Gelato Machine is only available in Kitchen Warehouse limited stores. Okay, so there's not many places that we're releasing this yet, because we want to give it a chance to just have that sort of subtle, slow release, and then for people to get really into it and really excited and really see what this thing's all about. I will tell you though, exciting news. Wednesday, so next Wednesday, the 21st of September at 7:30, I will be on TVSN doing a show just for the Gelato Machine. So you'll get to see me make some amazing recipes that we've been testing. I tested them on everyone at the office on Tuesday. It was a raving success. They loved them. So I'm really excited to be able to get out there and give you all of those recipes. So we'll make sure that we get all of those to you as well. But it's just super exciting. And even if you're not in the market for a Gelato Machine, just have a look and see, and you might actually surprise yourself. And I think it's something that everybody needs in their house. So I certainly am glad that I've got one. So we mustn't have much longer to go now. I can't quite see the time now. But anyway, we must not have long. Oh, no, not long at all. Okay, so I'm going to... So that chicken, you will see, is just about already cooked through. So it doesn't matter if it's not quite, but I'm still going to take it out. But it actually does look to me like it's quite cooked through. So we're going to empty that juice and all and into there, into a plate. And we're just going to set that aside. Now, I can't actually see if I've got it all out, so I'm going to turn them to myself for a moment, just to be rude. Oop. A little bit more in there. Come on, out you come. It's a tiny little stubborn bit that is not going to play fair. And I don't have my spatula, which is... Oh no, I've got a little one here. Here we go. Beautiful. So we'll just get the last bits of that out, scraped into there, and away we go. Now, I'm not going to wash it out. We don't need extra washing up, do we? We just want to keep going because everything's going to happen in this one bowl. And I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil in the bottom there. And then I am going to add my leek. And I'm going to keep stir frying that. But this time I'm just going to start to drop the temperature a little. So I am going to drop it to just 120. And we are going to leave it on stir fry and auto, and we are going to go for about 3 minutes. Oh, okay, so we'll cook that up for about 3 minutes just to get that stir fried off. And then we're going to add our mushrooms, our snow peas and our stock. So we're getting nice and close to that as well. And our ice cream's looking beautiful, so I'm super excited. So Gelato Machine, where was I at? Oh, okay, so Gelato Machine is actually a compressor, which means that you don't need to pre-freeze the bowl. So I really think that's important too, because if you really feel like ice cream and you're going, okay, I really have to have ice cream now, you don't want to think, oh, but I've forgotten to freeze the bowl. So it's already built in with the compressor. It's made by copper wiring on the inside as well. It's beautiful and silent, so you can probably almost not hear that next to me, so it's nice and quiet. It is just absolutely amazing. So if I just was completely decided I wanted ice cream suddenly and I had vanilla custard in the fridge or I had Greek yogurt in the fridge, I could add any of those and whatever else I wanted to. So for example, tonight I'm going to add some crushed up mini Oreos, so I'm going to pop those in this ice cream. You could add smashed up Tim Tams, you could do anything you wanted, so it's really up to you. It really is endless. You can go from super simple to super highly extreme, and I can't wait to see those that do purchase one of these, and also our consultants that have one of these, to actually start really experimenting and sharing with everybody their amazing recipes. So there is the opportunity for you to get recipes to us, and we can pop them up on our app as well. And there's also going to be lots on the app as well. So lots and lots of support there with our Gelato Machine. And as I said, I'm so excited by it. So we've got at the moment our leek cooking away. So where are we all watching from tonight, and how's your weather? Because ours is terrible, rainy, cold, kind of doesn't feel like spring right now. So hopefully it doesn't last long. We have got almost time there. I can't quite see my time now. A minute to go, and then we're going to get ready to add our stock, and we're going to warm that up for just a couple of minutes, I think, as well. No, another 3 minutes. Then we're going to add back our chicken and our noodles, and we're just about done. So like I said, it is a super fast one. It is a really nice meal when you're thinking it's cold outside. These are things that generally you'd have in the fridge or in the pantry, that you can cook really quickly, and that are really hearty meals as well that are going to keep you nice and warm on the inside. Okay, so just listen to that. I don't know whether you can hear that, but it's got that beautiful frying sound like a stir fry should. Okay. I wonder where my spatula is. She's looking at me going, I can't get there, Mum. Okay. Nearly there. Are we like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 close? Yep. Okay. And stop. Okay, so who's cooking with us? Whose house is smelling absolutely amazing right now? Oh, look at that. Ask and it will, and you will receive. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape down that beautiful, I love leek. If you're not a big fan of onion, even if you're not a big fan of garlic, so I haven't put any garlic in this tonight, but I find that leek just gives those beautiful extra flavour to things as well. If you're not a big fan of garlic and you're not a big fan of onion, it still gives you that beautiful taste. So now I'm going to pop in my mushrooms and my snow peas, and I'm going to add in my stock. Now, I might have shared this tip with you before, and I can't say that it's mine. It was actually my youngest child that brought this to my attention. Whenever you use one of these, see, this is homemade stock, but as you're pouring, it tends to splatter everywhere. See, like that? But if you go this way, apparently this is how it's meant to be. You know those things, how old were you when you found out? This was one of those for me. It doesn't do it. Look at that. It doesn't do the splattering. It doesn't splash everywhere. Genius, I tell you. That girl will be a lawyer. Okay, so we'll get that in. a litre of stock. Like I said, it's homemade. I just store it in this container. In we go. Beautiful. We'll give that a little bit of a stir, not that we really need to. And I'm going to pop that lid back on, and I'm going to keep her on stir fry. I'm going to go for another 3 minutes. So let me know when we're at 3 minutes. Beautiful. Okay, because we just want every now and then that'll just give it a little bit of a stir. If you wanted to, you could add some baby spinach to this, so that's something else you could add. You could do zucchinis, you could really do anything. It's one of those things. You could do some baby corn if you wanted to do baby corn with it, but lots of things that we can add. So we'll let that keep going for another 3 minutes. And that's really now just going to heat up our soups, our broth. It's going to get those veggies to start cooking, and then we're going to pop our, oh my gosh, we're going to pop in our chicken. Now, I am going to make you come and have a look again, because you should see how this ice cream is now forming. And I'm going to pop in my Oreos. So watch, that just look like, please tell me you cannot look at that and think, oh yuck. You have to be looking at this thinking, oh my, I wish I was a neighbour right now of Vanessa's. That's just going to stir its way through nice and beautifully. I feel like I should just add more Oreos just because. What do we think? Yes, I've got the thumbs up if we need to add more Oreos. Is that what the thumbs up's for? Okay, so we'll add a few more of those while we're waiting on our soup, broth, whatever it is. And I'm just going to throw those in. Now, like I said, you could add absolutely anything to this. And I know that tonight's all about cooking your dinner, but I had to tease you. There's no way that this could be released and I couldn't be showing you. And it's not teasing you, really. It's just making you excited for it. And those that know Magimix know that we put our name behind good quality and great design. And really, that's exactly what this is. So go into your local kitchen warehouse, in the high-end kitchen warehouse stores in Perth, in Melbourne, in Sydney, and in Brizzy. Okay, and you'll be able to touch and feel. Otherwise, watch TVSN Wednesday night, 7:30, and you're going to get to see some of. I'm not going to tell you what the recipes are now because that would spoil it for you. But let's just say there is champagne involved. And if that's all you need to know, if that's enough to get you across the line, then champagne's involved. So not long now, we're ready to go. You might have also seen on Saturday we launched, we did a little bit of a show and tell on our new blenders. So we have a Blender 3, which is a 1.2 litre capacity blender. We have our Blender 4, which we've always had at 1.8 litres, and then of course the big mother of the blender range, which is our 5XL. So anyone looking at blenders, Magimix do have amazing blenders, but just have a look at the different sizes as well. So if you didn't catch that, I'm sure it's saved on our Facebook page, but just a really great sort of example of how you will use a blender and what you can do. Other great thing with my Gelato machine is that I use the Cook Expert to do all my custard when I make my own custard. And I also use my juice extractors and things as well. So it's just, you can use everything. So it's a real addition to your Magimix collection is what I think. Okay, so now I'm going to add back my chicken and the juice. Oh my gosh, that juice. All that juice, we want that juice to go back in because that's where a lot of our flavour is going to come from. We're also going to add the rest of the Cat Manis because I did say 1/4 cup and we used a little bit of it to marinate the chicken. So we'll add the rest of that in. Then we are going to add in our noodles. Stay. So they're just going to sit on top like that. And then we're going to pop the lid back on. We're going to go back on for another minute. And that minute is there, and then we're going to start that. I'm just going to rinse this plate quickly. I'm going to use this plate to serve up. And hopefully my gelato is ready at the same time so I can give you a little teaser. It's looking amazing. I can't wait to eat it. I actually don't know whether I'm going to have dinner tonight. I feel like I just need to go straight for dessert. That wouldn't be right, would it? Okay, clean that off. Get this ready to go. Oh, I didn't make as much mess as normal tonight. It's unusual. What's going on? Okay, so that's just stirring up together. Oh, it smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's getting nice and warm for us too. Like I said, that chicken was just about cooked, but if it wasn't quite cooked, this is going to finish it off. And I'm just going to have a quick look and see whether I think that that is hot enough. Excuse my finger for a moment. No, I'm just going to actually give it a couple more minutes just to heat it back up. I can't actually see. I think I'm at 2 minutes now. So we'll just give that a couple of minutes. Now, while that is doing the stir fry mode, what it's actually doing is also chopping those noodles just a little bit so that they're more mouth size. So I didn't break them up small to put them in at start, because when I cooked this and then I did that stir fry, it actually did cut the noodles up a little bit, which is exactly what you want. So don't expect them to come out long. The idea that I did have was to get them to cut down a little bit, make it easier to eat as well. So that's nearly done. Great thing with our ice cream or gelato expert is that when it's finished, it's going to automatically stop by itself. Now the reason it does that, and it just stopped. The paddle, it's so smart, it's got its own computer. The computer knows when the paddle starts to get more resistant and resistant enough for that to be ready. This is now going to sit here and store for 2 hours. So every now and then, it'll just do a little spin. You can tell that it's finished, but it's just on hold because the little light's flashing at the front, so it's really easy. I have to serve some up. I do have a bowl here somewhere. I do have an ice cream scoop somewhere as well. Are you ready? I don't know whether to serve ice cream before dinner. Is there a crime against that? Okay, there's not. I can hear you all saying no, just serve it. So I'm going to turn that off just by pressing the button. I'm going to serve up. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if your kids are watching and they haven't had dinner yet, and now there's tears because they all want ice cream. Look at that. And that is just the perfect consistency. It's a beautiful gelato. The difference in gelato and ice cream is gelato is higher in milk than it is in cream. And it is absolutely delicious. So you can see that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to eat that. I'm surprised that the cameraman hasn't stuck a hand in. That would be quite funny actually, wouldn't it? Surprised she didn't stick a hand in and try to steal it. Okay. We are ready with this one here. Oh, I want to know who cooked with us. I want to know who's got this, and I want them to add a photo if they've got it done and ready. See what I mean with the noodles? So now they are at the perfect length to serve. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's just another one of those simple midweek, easy to make. Most things in your cupboard, in your fridge, in your freezer. There it is. I'm going to just pop that there. Now hopefully if you can't see that, we'll get in and have a look. Oops. But if we can see it, then that's all good. And you all know my favourite herb. What is it? I'll give you all a minute to answer. Coriander. It is. So I've now got some sliced up mint. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of mint on the top of that. And I've got some chopped up coriander. And I'm going to pop that on the top. And voila, we are ready. But the one thing I never do when I'm on live Facebook is eat in front of you. Tonight I'm going to make an exception. And I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, that is so good. Go out and get yourself a gelato machine, honestly. Or just come over here. I've got a whole pot of it ready to go. So thank you for joining us tonight. I hope I don't have chocolate on my teeth because that would be totally what I deserve for eating in front of you. I hope that you enjoyed this dish tonight. I hope that you're going to jump on and show me your photos if you did make the dish. If you've got any questions, remember Sarah's there. And we are really excited and happy to be here again with you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.